I'm Hobo Ryan, and welcome to my dating profile. If you're wondering why you should date me, I'll have you know that when I was an adult, I thought it'd be a good idea to tape and put Pokemon cards up as wallpaper. And if that doesn't make you want to slobber down on my gigantic sausage, I don't know what will. Carl, is this a My Little Pony's dating website? Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Ryan Reacts. Today we're watching a video that was suggested by YouTube. Because one day, I was just on YouTube, and the first video that popped up was Bronymate, the Brony dating website scam. And I'll tell you boys, I fixed my monocle to make sure I was reading the correct name, and I sure was. And I clicked on that video, and this freaking angel showed up. And I knew, for a fact, I had to react to this video. Of course, folks, check out the original link, more for original content creator, link in the description. Why does she have skewers in her head? Why does she have 1,000 Garfields? Why does she have a thing of candles? I'll tell you why. An amazing YouTube presence. Oh! Wait a minute, though! It's like an old friend peeking at you from a distance.
In life, there's a huge emphasis on finding the one, your true soulmate, that one kindred spirit who completes you and
it's not about that anymore.
For me, that
now it's about trying to
small,
spit on them through
like
Twitter.
Lasagna, but everyone's different. Maybe you're looking for a modest Christian spouse. Maybe you're looking for a millionaire, or perhaps what you seek is a partner of the gluten-free persuasion. Whatever tickles
She
your
got to
fancy,
marry
this dating
the
site for it,
Steve
and I mean
Irwin.
Quite literally. Introducing Bronymate, the bizarre My Little Pony themed dating site for bronies and Pegasisters across the globe. Well, believe it or not, it turns out that Bronymate is just one site in a wider network of strange niche dating site scams. So today let's dive into the strange world of niche dating sites, more specifically Bronymate.
Every second I spend with this fine lady, I ask the question, why Garfield? What is going on? Are you a part of a Garfield cult? Her past lover is buried in lasagna, isn't he? Where is he or she?
So dating sites are a thing. They didn't always used to be a thing. Instead, you had Lonely Hearts columns, which were
Oh my
published
God,
in
I
the
remember
newspaper where
seeing
people would write
those.
about themselves and what they were looking for, and
You had to
also
be desperate
finding
when
the
you put
one.
it in the old
Lonely Hearts went
newspaper,
digital in
hoping that
1995
the
with
old man
Match.com,
looking
the
at the
world's
newspaper
first
was a
online
woman.
dating
It
site.
wasn't.
These kinds of websites would really hit their stride in the 2000s, becoming incredibly popular with the release of many well-known sites.
That's the only gothic relationship they could ever find. Hey, gotta give them credit. That did look realistic. Didn't look, listen, eHarmony looks fake as shit. Who's this lady? I'm never gonna meet her. Now the other two, I'm gonna meet one day. I'm gonna be walking down a dark alleyway and, hey, you're the guy from the gothic pictures. Yeah. All right. Are you doing heroin? Stop that.
eHarmony, Christian Mingle, OkCupid, Grindr, and of course, who could forget dear old Ashley Madison? The point is, dating sites are popular now more than—
Whoa! What? Did I read that correctly? Listen, I knew about every single one of those. Yes, even Grindr, it's a funny name, and I give props to the creator of that website. Who the fuck makes out a website for affairs? Who's that stupid? That just seems like a honeypot for people who want to know if their others is cheating. They want to make it as easy as possible. Is that my wife? Yeah, it is. Okay, all right. Well, we can divorce time.
Because of the sheer amount of sites out there, any company wanting to get in on this craze has to find their own niche. Christians, Mormons, clowns, you know, all the major religious groups. I'm sure that you can see
Don't Ryan, we can't go there. I need to go there. I need to find clown lovers.
A large fan base of adult fans began to form around the animated kids show, dubbing themselves Bronies and Pegasisters. The fan base become one of the largest—
I'm not laughing at the fact that they're Brony.
Brony.
It's the fact that she was not into the picture. Like,
plenty of bizarre scandals.
Please
The bizarre
stop.
scandals thing, I feel like that's—
I don't want to be in this picture. You're not going to use me in a long video series.
Sim Kickstarter scam and Lost Pegasus Unicorn, the Brony convention that completely fell apart in real time. There's really no shortage of strange scandals within the Brony
How many
community,
burning
and that's
corpses
where
of My Little
Bronymate
Ponies
comes
is there?
Bronymate.com was founded in 2013.
I hate
in Canada,
that
and
thing!
That's really all we know about it.
Don't
We'll get
you-
into some of
don't look at me
Bronymate
like
partner
that!
sites later,
Carl,
since
keep
that's
it in your
all we know,
pants!
But in terms of who actually founded or created the site, there's virtually no information at all. The only thing I could find was an interview with Brony.com where they interviewed the founder of the site, who they called called Jonathan, and apparently his favorite pony is Rainbow
I'm
Dash.
not sketchy. My name's
So the creators
Jonathan.
remain
Normal.
shrouded in mystery, but
I
let's
like
talk about the
Rainbow
website
Dash.
itself. The homepage of the site actually looks pretty visually appealing in my opinion.
feel like
apart
he
from
was
this
wearing
kind of
an
weird
evil
image,
top hat.
nothing seems love, like a blank soulless stare into the void. Bronymate.com
You can
is a
only hope.
unique
Hey, listen, I'll
online
take that
community
over
and
Fuck
social
Eyes from
networking
before.
site for fans of the My Little Pony cartoon. Meet your perfect match, make new friends and stay connected with members in your area and around the world. Photos, chat, and more. Well, that's reassuring. The login page itself is bizarre too. The site is pretty infamous for this "I am seeking a woman, man, trans" line down here for its sheer offensiveness and tone deafness. It's also worth noting that they have a drop-down box for state and province, but it's only Canadian and American locations, so you can say that you live in Antarctica, New Mexico, and the system doesn't care. So, Bronymate was founded in 2013, and it became quite a hot topic within the fandom. Most people found it through these weird banner ads, which were apparently all over 4chan's MLP board and sites like Derpy Boro. A trailer slash
course, they knew what they were doing.
video for the site was also published to YouTube, and the video is strange to say the least.
Are you a My Little Pony fan and looking for love? Yeehaw! Well, come on down to Bronymate. It's a
Swallow.
fun dating
Swallow, Ryan.
site for bronies
Swallow,
and
don't spit.
Pega sisters. If you're looking for a relationship or curious about making new friends, then get ready to have some fun. Yeehaw! Let me tell you what. Oh, someone special is waiting.
Half of these people's faces have probably been ripped from other dating websites. That guy's not a My Little Ponies fan.
Bronymate. Make your Bronymate account right now. Let me tell you, won't regret it.
You won't regret it. We
This video
ain't
is so
scamming you.
strange. The graphics are horrible. It's so low
When
quality,
anyone
the
laughs
voice acting
like
is
a
really
old-timey
off, just
minor,
everything
they're gonna
about it is
scam you.
horrible. Regardless of all the red flags, many members of the fandom were causing a buzz about this site.
Oh,
Some
this
were
video is
excited to
worth
join
watching
and find
just
a
for that.
partner who shared their interests, others thought it was a scam, and some thought it would be, quote, a hotbed for neckbeards. Still, bronies across
Hey!
the globe kept hope in their hearts as they signed up in search of love. So,
Neckbeards need love too.
This may not come as a shock to you, but
Their body is
Bronymate
cold
was
except
a
their neck.
huge scam. Yeah, believe it or not, this super poorly designed, weird, low-budget dating site was a scam, and let me tell you how.
Hold on, if
Shortly
they
after
can
the
take my
site
money,
launched,
but do I get to
mysterious
date
team
a
behind Bronymate
bloop?
began putting the most basic of features on the website behind a paywall. For example, the site began censoring external links and even numbers, making it hard for users to share their social media or meet up outside of the platform, likely a scummy way.
I
of
really
forcing
thought they would
users
just
to
steal your
only use
information.
Bronymate. After this, users actually began reporting that you had to pay to read messages on the site. You could send them to others for free, but you had to purchase a premium account to even read
all
any
coming
replies
together
that you
now.
got.
It was
Worst
all
of
just to
most
show
of
what
the
meals
users on
they
the
ate.
website were found to be bot accounts. As we can see from the site, there's a list of all the latest members that have signed up.
Guy in
making
the
it
suit.
appear as if
Guy
the
had
site
no
is
idea.
super popular and bustling since this list changes every few hours.
Oh, that
In
girl
reality, according
is
to
like
the users
way
who joined up to the
fucking
site, 90%
too white,
of the
she's
accounts
like
on the site are bots or
getting
fake
kidnapped by a
profiles
fucking
generated
alien.
by the website to look like real people. One Brony wrote about their experience with these bots in a blog post, quote, "Shortly after I started receiving messages from people on Bronymate. I sent those people messages about how I couldn't read their messages and where they could find me. Then I noticed something that each of these accounts had in common. First, they all had the same grammar and spelling skills, so the descriptions were all written in the same way. Second, they were all women looking for men, and they were all above 7s when it came to looks. It was pretty obvious to me then that Bronymate was making
And they
false
all
accounts
had
and
My Little
sending
Pony
messages to
pictures.
accounts that
It
couldn't
all
read
makes
in an attempt
sense.
to get people to pay for the ability to read and respond to these messages. It's also worth noting that reverse image search shows that
this
many
guy?
profile pictures have been stolen from the internet.
He's
leading
kidnapped
people
in the
into
woods.
theory that they're
Find
all
that
fake
man. He's in
accounts.
danger.
These bots were shown to be incredibly intelligent and convincing, with one computer security worker writing that they passed the Turing test at least at first. The original poster also noted that when they tried to make a post on the Bronymate Facebook page with their complaints, their post was swiftly banned and they were blocked from the page. And this appears to have happened with a number of
Always
other
a good
users.
sign
And the
when
shadiness
anybody does
doesn't
that.
Stop there. In 2017,
Why'd you
a
ban
Brony
me from
YouTuber
my
uploaded
Garfield
a video about their experience with the site,
dating
detailing how the site
website?
scammed them out of over $100.
I didn't have enough at the time to afford like a full membership to the site. What I did have though was I had enough. I believe it was like
Oh, no.
for
Oh,
a
no.
period of 3 days.
Oh,
You
no.
could have full access
Oh
to the
no!
site for
I got pause it. I got pause it. I'm convulsing. Is that man a pony wearing a tie with long black red hair and a leather coat? crumbling, guys. I'm crumbling. I can't do it. I can't. I can't hold it. I can't hold it. Oh.
Once my trial period was up, I lost access to the site. That's understandable. But I'm thinking, well, you know what? It's only $1.64. Let me buy another 3-day trial. After that was up, I bought another 3-day trial. So I'm like, okay, I can keep paying
how much? $20?
to use this site, when I feel like. It's not a big deal. At the end of the month, I got my bank statement in. My bank statement was telling me I was like negative over like negative $100. And I'm like, how did that happen? How come my bank statement is now like I'm in the negative like $120?
Well,
Turns
my
out
friend,
that when you, and they don't mention this anywhere on their site, when you buy a 3-day trial from Bronymate, what will happen is you'll get access to the site for 3 days for $1.64. That's fine. But after that trial period is over, you lose access to the site, but then they start charging you for a full membership. And there's no limit to the number of times you can do this. What I did is I ended up buying, with 3 trial periods, I ended up buying 3 full memberships to the site that didn't actually give me access to the site. Because I tried contacting.
wow, that's even more scummy. Oh, it's so scummy. You can't even get into it. I like how he said he lost that much money. Essentially, what they did was they went $1.64. They just take the period out. No one would notice. They just erased the period. It was $164. Scammed.
If you go to their contact us thing, it's entirely broken. You can't contact the owners of the site. So I had to end up going to the bank to cancel my bank account just to get them to stop charging me. Because I couldn't stop it. I had no access to the site every time I tried to go on.
Oh, that's so
It does
gross.
seem that when the site first
That's
launched,
so
the base
scummy.
was mainly made up of real humans, although apparently the demographic skewed heavily towards male and there really wasn't that many girls on the site. Some believe that all these fake accounts were from 4chan users who flooded the site with
secretly
troll
an
accounts when
alien.
it launched, while
Damn
others
it.
believe
She's
that the
good.
site generated them in order to populate the website and make it look busy. Regardless, going online you can find countless posts from bronies who paid real money for premium memberships or were let down after realizing that the site
That makes
had
me
huge
sad. Just
paywalls.
no,
wouldn't
you
forget
never
that
want.
Brony
Scams
made
are
a
funny
pretty
till you
decent
see
amount
how
of money just
sad
from
people are.
curious bronies trying to check their messages and paying $3 or $4 to do so. A lot of scam dating sites
Let's
will
find
prey on
Jonathan
people's
and
loneliness
beat the
and
shit out of
desperation,
him.
And Bronymate is really no
That Garfield is
different.
into it.
However, it wasn't just Bronymate that was the problem. Again, we don't know specifically who's behind the site, but it's heavily suspected that they also created the partner site Furrymate.
They probably
Like
made a
Bronymate,
shitload, my
Bronymate
friend.
is a scam dating website that is infamous within the community for its terrible security, thinly veiled paywall, and thousands of bots and fake accounts.
she's
It's pretty clear why people
100%
have
in
linked the
someone's
two sites.
basement.
They have
Please find
basically
her.
the exact same layout and website design and are both trying to target niche internet demographics. I've also seen it speculated that the owners of these two sites also created Furfling, another scammy furry dating site, which after researching I believe is
No!
going to Bronymate and comparing it to Furfling and looking at the pages for internet safety or terms
Thank
of
you for
service,
censoring
the two
it, by
are
the
just
way.
blatantly copy and paste of each other. So why is there so much scamming and deception going on within these niche dating communities? The general sentiment within the furry/brony fandom.
That guy looks pretty cool, though. That guy looked pretty cool. I'd be friends with that guy. That guy kind of looks like Charlie Day. I like him too.
One of the only
Pounced?
quote-unquote legit furry dating sites, Pounce.org, shut down for pretty concerning reasons. Quote, on March 23rd, 2 days after Congress passed the Fight Online Sex Trafficking Act, it suddenly and voluntarily shut down. Yikes. But weird and possibly illegal sites aside, who was behind the strange network of dating sites like Bronymate and Furrymate? Well, many people had their own theories. Some believe that the site was run by 4chan users as a scam, while others believe that it was run by a small group of genuine fandom members. Well, it's pretty hard
doubt
to
it.
pass the truth considering how secretive the owners are. There's one theory that's more likely than the others. It's theorized that the group behind the site is some sort of small media company looking to cash in on as many trendy internet fandoms as possible.
That's what I
It's well known
figured.
that within these big online communities there are individuals who are lonely or maybe not super social.
Guy looks
or they
like
just don't get
he's
out
trying to
much.
be a
Not
brony
saying
and a
everyone,
beetle at the same
obviously, but
time.
these kinds of people did exist within these fandoms, and this shady company was looking to profit off them. They likely knew nothing about brony or furry culture and clearly didn't care given the cut and paste template on display on many of these sites.
100%.
Unfortunately,
It's
within fandoms, there are always corporations looking to get in on the hype and make as many pony bucks as possible.
there's a very relationship heavy aspect with these things like furries and My Little Ponies, and they just saw it as the easiest way to scam as many people. At the same time, makes me think that they may be kind of stupid. It's the fact that people were actually paying for the website. So if people are actually paying for the website, you might have actually had something that could work, and instead you're like, but I made it a scam instead, when you could have made more money if you just did it legitimately. Now, I could be wrong. A lot of these dating websites, the biggest problem is there's not enough girls, and it just it gets flooded in with guys, and then any girl that gets in, they get flooded by a bunch of different guys. It kind of happens with every dating website, anything related. Like, for me, I noticed it on VR chat. If there's a girl online, every guy goes right to them. So it's always been the problem. There's more guys than there are girls, so websites like this doesn't work, but it does make me wonder, seeing people said they were buying it, if it wasn't shady, would it have worked? Who knows? I think you have a better chance with a furry idea than My Little Ponies, because to me, a furry and My Little Ponies is the same thing. Am I just sitting on a pile of money and I just don't know it? I will become the Colonel Sanders of furry love!
So given how big the Brony fandom was, this was basically an inevitability. Weirdly enough, Bronymate social media is still really active. They post
They're
pretty much
still
every day on
alive?
Facebook, Twitter, etc. So it's kind of bizarre given how completely dead the website is. Looking back though, I think we can all appreciate just
But they
how
only
bizarre
care
these
about
sites
getting
were
one
and
person
just how
scammed.
bizarre
That's
it
all
was
that
that
matters.
people
If
were
they can
getting
get 2 or 3
regularly
people
scammed out
scammed,
of
they made
money.
a couple more $100, you know? This whole thing just kind of makes me feel sad for people. You know, you always see these kind of things. Just somebody wants a relationship. There's a lot of lonely people, sad people who just can't find relationships. And it's just another one that people just capitalized on a niche market of people. It's a large niche, because there's a difference between niche and then like My Little Ponies, which, you know, you can go your life without finding a My Little Ponies fan in your life, but there is a large chunk of them. My Little Ponies is this weird thing where it kind of like levitates between like viable, not viable. So it's like, same with like conventions. It's like, it has the possibility to be possible, but it's like, it's just barely making that mark. So, yeah, it just seems like, it always gets stuck in that purgatory. So wherever you are, Jonathan, to avenge my fellow brothers. Well, not really fellow. They're just kind of brothers that watch my content. I don't really like it. I will beat the shit out of them for all those people. I'll use these fists. I'll even put like giant Hulk fists on. And they'll go, yeah, woo, woo. But if one of you says anything about Yeffin, I'm out of here. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for joining me through this video. This was a fascinating watch. I will admit, I am a little disappointed. It was worth seeing the ad that was wonderfully terrible. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed, remember to subscribe, leave a like down below, write a comment about the video. What you think of Lasagna Lady? I like Lasagna Lady, and I hope she does great on YouTube. This is when you see her come behind me and garrote me with lasagna noodles. What a way to go! But anyways, folks, thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye, everyone!